Hi, good afternoon. I'm making this video for anybody that's been in a situation where they start the car, they drive, and then they get back and the key's getting stuck on you. It won't come out. And you play with it, eventually it does come out, or sometimes it doesn't come out. And the problem is that when you have the key inside, as you can see right here, you can't go from 1 to 0. And a lot of people replace this piece right here, the key tumbler, when the problem is not that. But if you do put the key in and you just can't start the car, or you're having trouble with the key going in and out, it either could be the key or it can be the tumbler. But if you have no problem putting the key in and going from 0 to 3 and starting the car, and then going from, as you can see, it says 3 right here, going to 2 to 1 only, but from 1 to 0 you cannot go from there to there. The problem is not this. Okay, right now, after taking the car apart, I took the whole assembly and figuring out how exactly this works. I found out exactly why this is happening. So why it happens because the shifter has a plunger in here that when you put this inside, the plunger goes up and hits a switch that is down here, which I'm going to show you right now when I take it apart real quick. And what's happening is either it's dirty here. If it's dirty here, in this area right here, or you have something, an air freshener or a chain, you cannot fully engage the plunger so it goes up and hits the switch. So the problem is here, not here. The problem is here. And I'm going to show you, explain why, and I'm going to show you why it happens. So the first thing you got to do, if you sure that you have no debris behind here, right here, and you could fully engage this gear all the way and it's still happening to you, this is why it's happening. The first thing you got to do is take all the bolts off this right here, so you can pull it out. As you can see, you pull it out because you have to remove that piece in order to remove this piece. Okay, so you put the car in neutral and you pull the piece out, as I did already. I already took the bolts off, so this is just for demonstration. Okay, so what happens is, your problem to this is right here. See this little thing right here? Let me see if my camera focuses. Right here, this little piece right here supposed to hit this little switch right here. See the switch? It needs to go up, like I just engaged it right now. The switch needs to go up. See how I'm doing it manually? That's what needs to happen when you put your car in park the way it is right now. That needs to go up. Okay, sorry, I had to clean my lens. But yeah, as you can see, this piece right here, and I'm going to show you. This piece, oh, there we go, much better. This piece right here needs to go up like this. That electrical part disengages the key. So when I do that, I could take the key out. Now let me tell you what's happening. With time, it gets dirty down here, or with wear, it goes a little bit further more where it needs to. This needs to be here. Watch what's going to happen when I push it back a little. See that? As soon as I pushed it back a little, it engaged the switch. Now watch this. Now the key comes out without a problem. I'm going to put the key in now, and I'm going to engage it. I'm going to engage it again. So just for demonstrations, I'm going to engage the gear. What's happening, if it's dirty inside, but sometimes what's happening is, now that it's worn, everybody pushes it all the way forward. It goes too forward, and when it goes forward, it doesn't engage the switch. Again, as you can see, it didn't engage the switch. So when it doesn't engage that switch, the key doesn't want to come out. The moment you engage it where it needs to go, as you're going to see right now. Right now, it's further up now because with wear and tear, it's an older car. And mind me that you need to put some lithium grease, and that little piece right there needs to. I put lithium grease. Here, let me get this pointer. I put lithium grease in here, and then on this handle right here, you take these two bolts right here, and you spray lithium grease, because that plunger goes up and down. Anytime you go into park, it pushes it up, but if it's dirty, it's not pushing it up anymore. So sometimes it's just because it's dirty. As you can see, my camera's trying to focus here, but this plunger is not going up right here. See that? So what you got to do when your key's stuck, sometimes just pushing it back a little. Watch this. I'm going to push it back. Watch this piece here. This, once it goes this, when I push back, watch it go up. Ready? Watch. See that? That's what's happening. That's why your key's not coming out, because it's not engaging that switch. So the first thing you got to do is make sure there's no debris here stuck, because it's dirty. And what's happening is now with wear and tear, it's going in forward more than it needs to, and it's not allowing this piece to go up, which is in the middle of this piece with a spring. And sometimes with time, the grease that it has in here dries up, and that's why it doesn't allow it to go back up. So I put grease, and I took this off. I sprayed grease in here. I sprayed some lithium grease in here, and I noticed that even with all that, now the plunger goes up without a problem. And then I noticed that when I engage it too far up, as you can see, the little extra up right there does not allow it to engage. So I just bring it back a little bit, and it allows it to slide right back up. And that's how you fix this. Very simple. You don't have to buy no parts. All you have to do is clean it up, make sure, see what's not letting it go up, like I did. And as you can see, my key comes out without a problem. Now I know that anytime my key's stuck, I just wiggle it a little bit. After I cleaned it, of course, and greased it up, and notice that it's working anytime I move it, it will allow me to release the key. As you can see, I'm going to demonstrate one more time. I'm in drive. I go further up. It doesn't engage it right there, so I can't get the key out. So I know that because it goes a little bit further than it needs to because of wear, all I have to do is, and you could hear it, push back a little. There, you heard that? That's it. And the key comes out. Make sure you clean this area. Your problem is here, not here.